What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another brand new review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 15, you guys. And this episode is titled Fool's Gold. And before we go ahead and get into this episode review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. My bad, you guys. Somebody called me and it literally just said, forget it. I'm so not used to this phone because my old phone, it would have never done that. It would have at least just put the number on the screen so I could see it. But this one is shit. It just said, fuck the camera. It just said, forget the camera. But yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get to this episode of Potomac, shall we? All right, you guys, so I will ask the question with Potomac. I know that the reunion just filmed last week, so we're nearing the end. So we probably have about maybe we're on episode 15. My bad again, you guys. It's like so many people calling my damn phone, and it just keep knocking it off. But the reunion filmed last week, so I would assume we only have, maybe 4 more episodes, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Please say we don't have 20. This season hasn't been the best season, but I am ready for it to end. I truly am ready for this season of Potomac to end. So this episode picked up where last week's episode left off. Now, I did watch last week's episode, but by the time I had watched Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac, it was like Tuesday, and I was just like, you know what? It's too little too late to do the damn video, so I said we'll come back this week. Now, this week's episode, it picked up where we ended with, Giselle, Robin, and Mia and Ashley having a conversation about the faces that Candace and Wendy were making, right? So Candace and Wendy both went over there where they were, and they asked them, like, what was the conversation about? Giselle, however, didn't want to discuss it, and I was like, girl, that was prime opportunity for you. I get that you don't really fuck with them, but that was your chance to say to them, like, yo, I don't really fuck with y'all. And the fact that y'all was sitting there making faces about my daughter, it was Robin who brought it up. So Candace said, I don't like Giselle, and whenever Giselle speaks, I ain't listening. And I'm of that mindset too, right? Wendy says that, at the reunion, season 6, that Giselle, used weaponized Grace, right? You guys can feel how you want to feel. I honestly don't care either way it goes. I really, truly don't, right? So then Karen jumped in and defended them, saying that they both make faces at each other, and Giselle in her interview was in her feelings that Karen didn't defend her. I was like, oh my God. So then Robin tells the ladies that they're going to be celebrating Ashley's birthday because they were supposed to celebrate Ashley's birthday back in Potomac, but I guess the air quality, they couldn't go outside, so she wasn't able to, celebrate it. Then we move over to Karen. So Karen, so they were sitting down eating, and I was like, I had to read my note and be like, what does it say? So Karen brought up Candace and Robin. I was like, oh my God, why are we talking about Robin and Candace? So you guys know how Robin feels about the situation with Candace, and you guys know how Candace feels about the situation with Robin. I don't want to rehash it because I'm tired of it. At this point, it's just like they need to either they want to be cool or not, or they can be cordial, they can let it go. Honestly, God, don't give a damn. It's old at this point, right? Robin feels that Candace, now, when Robin said that Candace, said some defaming things, I was like, what did she say that was defamation? I don't see what the defamation was. I didn't catch it, but Robin felt that she said some defamatory things. I didn't think she did, but hey, it is what it is. Now, while they're at this dinner for Ashley, I was so confused because when they picked a little montage of Ashley talking about how many birthdays she celebrated with the girls, and you know she had her kids. I was like, is that Ashley's swan song out of here? Because if it is, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Deuces to you, sis. Pausing here, you guys, and moving forward. All right, you guys. So Nneka, whatever, Nneka, and let me just point this out. Let me say this real quick. To me, she's a pick-me, right? And I'm going to explain it to you guys why I say she gives pick-me vibes, right? Number one, she was living in Los Angeles and she moved to Potomac for the sake of this show, right? That's number one. I think that's kind of odd. And because she's talking about her fertility journey with her husband, but he's not in the same state as you currently. Then the biggest reason why I call her a pick-me is because of her name. I still don't know how to pronounce her name, because you allow these women to call you Nanika, because that's what they call her last one, Nneka, something. I think Giselle was saying Nanika, something like that. And then they call, I think her name is Nneka. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Instead of trying to fit in with these women, tell these ladies how to say your name the correct way. Like, that blows me, because I take pride in my name. And the minute anybody says my name the wrong way, I check it, right? I check it. Giselle, you are full of shit. And really and truly what Giselle is trying to get Karen to do is pick a side between she and, she wants either Karen to pick her side or be on the side of Wendy and Candace, right? And I think Candace is, not Candace, but Karen is cool with you, and she's cool with them. And like Karen says, she has no problem with she will call Giselle out, and she'll call Wendy them out. Now, Karen, you did lie when you said that you don't talk about her behind her back, because Karen, you definitely have talked about her behind her back. But okay, girlfriend, I mean, if that's what you want to go with, if that's a lie you want to tell yourself, Karen, tell yourself that lie. On top of that, the fact that, like Karen said to Giselle, you didn't say nothing about your kids. It was Robin who said something about your kids. You said nothing. And I was like, exactly. Like, you a grown ass woman. And then also, Giselle, the shade towards Monica, you should never compare yourself to Brandy. You should never compare yourself to Monica. If we want to compare you to anybody, I would compare you to Azalea Banks. That's who I would compare you to. But Monica and Brandy, shut your ass up, right? Karen. Y'all know I love Karen, but Karen and this calcium. Okay, Karen, we get it. You had a calcium block up in your heart. And, if when untreated, it could have gotten worse. I get it, right? But you got it. You caught it early, and it was a small blockage. So I'm pretty sure the doctor told you what you need to do in order to not, exacerbate it, right? So Karen is talking about how she wants to get a personal trainer, but she's using this guy named Vernon. And then Ashley says she knows Vernon. She flirted with the guy. Then they're once again talking about the issues of the group, and I was just like, oh my God, can we just ixnay can we ixnay? Speaking of which, the reunion, you guys, I don't know if that reunion chart is telling or not. I don't, but I do know it's interesting that Giselle, who has always sat first seat at every reunion, is not first seat this reunion. Interesting, right? What else we want to talk about? Nothing right now. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So we see that the group has split up to do different events, right? I think some of the girls went and did, tennis. The other girls went and did some, range shooting, I believe. So the girls who were doing the tennis was Mia, Wendy, Candace, and Karen, right? Then on the flip side, it is Robin, Giselle, and Nneka, Kay, and Ashley, right? So they're all doing this. And, the girls talking to Kiana, and they're just asking her, did Wendy, was Wendy shady when she was talking about the girls? And she was like, she never really said anything negative about y'all. She didn't say anything about you guys. But she was a little shady, but never said anything negative about y'all. Now, I will have to agree with Giselle just a teensy bit because I kind of was confused when Kay and Neko were talking. I got Kay's point when she was talking about, well, why couldn't you just didn't apologize to Wendy, right? I, I'm gonna say the same thing for both of them. Wendy and Neko both could have apologized to each other, right? But Kay said, well, Wendy was the one that was offended. And she said, I was offended too. And I was like, ma'am, you really weren't offended by Wendy. You were offended by her family. So, like, that's just like if y'all would have known me in my personal life and one of my siblings or my cousins did anything to you, you'd be like, oh, JB, your cousin said this and this and this and this about me. And I don't really rock with your cousin. And I'd be like, oh, you don't rock with my family. Then you don't really rock with me, right? I would say something like that, right? But if it was like, my cousin said that your cousin did this, I'm like, so you have an issue with me because of something that my cousin said to your cousin? Is that what you're telling me? So my cousin didn't say nothing directly to you, right? So why are you upset with me? Why are you upset with my cousin? And then why are you taking it out on me? Because I ain't said shit to you. That was my cousin who said something to your cousin. Like, do you listen to that and listen to how dumb that sounds? And that guy has an issue with Wendy because her mom and her sister said something to her cousin-in-law. And I'm using cousin-in-law just loosely because it's not somebody that is directly related to you. It's not somebody that you share bloodline with. It is somebody that you married into the family, right? So why are you? I'm sorry, I wouldn't take that to heart at all. But whatever, I don't care. I really don't, you guys. Now, Kiana, I do like Kiana, right? I do wish that she had gotten the flu instead of Aneka because she stood on what she said. And it is what it is, you guys. You guys can feel how you want to feel. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. Next up, we see Mia. So Mia is talking to Candace, Wendy, and Karen about Ashley and a divorce. Let's keep it a buck with each other. Is Ashley a gold digger? Absolutely. Am I hating on that? Absolutely not, right? Now, Ashley later in this episode said Mia thought, she married Gordon for his money. I mean, let's be real, yes. But you talking about she dug for fool's gold. Nah, baby, I think you're the one that dug for the fool's gold. Yes, Michael may have the money, but you ain't getting none of it. Like, so I think you were digging for fool's gold because you got nothing out of it. You can't even divorce the man because you can't divorce him because you won't have anything. Like, so yeah. Now, Mia's talking about that men used to pay her for her to put her feet on their chest. Do y'all believe Mia? Do y'all believe Mia? Do y'all believe Mia? What it is with Ashley is Ashley doesn't want to be under the freeway with Sheila's tent ever again. That's what Ashley doesn't want to happen to her, right? Now, we'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. Now, in an interesting scene I thought was very interesting and telling was when Ashley called up that Cretan she calls her husband, right? And in the beginning, you could see she was on FaceTime and you could see it as Michael, the boys were on camera, right? And so Ashley whispered, I'm filming. And so when she said, I'm filming, she quickly followed with up, I'm filming the boys. Bitch, Michael said, I don't give a damn who you filming. You ain't finna be filming at this house. And so he turned that camera off. I was like, damn. So Ashley let it be known in her interview that Michael, which I think we figured that out. I think that was part of the reason that he's tried to sue Candace. But you guys know that lawsuit went absolutely nowhere. I think that's part of the reason why he tried to sue her, right? Because you guys know Michael, we haven't saw Michael on Potomac since Robin and Juan got in. We have not saw him since Robin and Juan got engaged, right? Because I don't believe we saw Michael at all season 6. I can't even remember. We may have saw Michael season 6, but I feel like at least for the last 2 seasons, we have not saw Michael Darby anywhere on on the television screen. We ain't saw Michael Darby in quite some time, right? So Ashley let it be known that Michael doesn't want to be on television or on camera, or else he'll sue her. I was like, girl, what is he gonna sue you for? Sheila's tent? Like, is he gonna sue you for the tent that your mama got? Cause you ain't got nothing, baby girl. And you know what? I find it, it's so funny when you think about it. The fact that Ashley had so much shit to say about Candace and being in her mama's house. The difference between you, yes, and I know people out say, Candace act like she didn't marry a white man. Candace did marry a white man. The difference between Candace and Ashley is Candace married for love. Candace loves Chris. Ashley married for financial stability, and she still ain't got it. There's a huge difference. And with Candace could divorce Chris today, tomorrow, 3 years from now, 6 years from now, 10 years from now. She can divorce him at any point if she wanted to. And her life she would still be able to move forward with her life because of her what? The one thing that we've talked about for seasons on this show, her generational wealth. Ashley has no generational wealth. The only thing that Sheila can pass to Ashley is that damn tent, right? So they went to dinner, and Wendy and Candace, I think, both mentioned the fact that when they went, played tennis, that Mia brought up the fact that Ashley, she believes she's a gold digger. And Ashley's like, didn't you marry Gordon for his money? Now, let Mia tell it. She had, remember Mia said in last week's episode, she said she had an inheritance. I was like, okay, girlfriend, if that's what you want to tell yourself, okay. I guess, maybe it is true. Who knows, right? I can't determine that to be truthful or a lie. But one thing we do know about Mia stretches the truth. That's the nicest way I can say it. So that's when Ashley was like, she dug for fool's gold. I was like, girl, I don't care who tell it. I think you dug for the fool's gold because Gordon did have money when him and Mia got together. They just exiled Gordon from the company. So Mia didn't dig for fool's gold. You're the one that dug for fool's gold because you signed a dumbass prenup. But hey, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn your post notifications and share the video, you guys. And until next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video.